You're watching WYLN TV 35. Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Julia Wiegand. Luzerne County Community College's Diversity Council hosted a roundtable today to talk race and diversity issues. WYLN's Phil Kaufman has more.
With protests against police brutality and racial injustice active in our area, let alone across the United States, Luzerne County Community College held a roundtable event this afternoon to talk issues surrounding race, equity, inclusion, and diversity.
It came together as a result of the situation that we're in right now in our community and across the country. And we thought it would be a good idea if we came out and started a series right in the communities where we have our centers and begin to have a discussion with our students and some of our community about what we can do as Luzerne County Community College to address some of the issues that we're facing today.
LCCC students, faculty, and staff voiced their concern and suggestions with members of the community, and President Thomas Leary serving as moderator.
Primarily, my focus all the time is, and I share this with my colleagues, I wanted the students. That's number one. And then we wanted to invite people in from the community who might be able to augment the conversation about what's happening in the community beyond our classroom doors. So I think that blend of having that representation, I think, gives us a better idea on how we should proceed with addressing. And if you notice during that event, there was interaction between the students and people from the community about what they can do together to make things happen.
The roundtable was held at LCCC Center in Hazleton this afternoon, with another set for Thursday, June 25th, at their center in WilkesBarre.
Thursday in Wilkes-Barre, in our Wilkes-Barre Center on Public Square at 2 o'clock. We're going to have another event, President's Roundtable, to have the same type of interaction with our students and community members to talk about their perspective on these issues. And then we're going to continue the series, and we're going to make certain that we hear from a cross-section of the people we serve.
The event wasn't open to the public, so those in attendance could continue following social distance guidelines. Since it was recorded in full, you'll be able to watch the entire roundtable on LCCC's social media pages once a time and date are announced.
I at one point, I was very emotional about listening to the perspective of our students. When I look out at young people who are aspiring to reach their educational goal, and they're talking to me about some of the challenges, describing some of their challenges, that is something that not only touches you in terms of what you need to do, but it touches your heart in terms of how important it is that we need to work on this together. So I feel great about this event. I don't think it could have started any better, the dialogue that we had today. And I attribute that to, most importantly, our students, but also those who joined us from the community in providing us some insight.
Reporting in Hazleton for WYLN News, I'm Philip Kaufman.
Thanks, Phil. The Wilkes-Barre chapter of the NAACP is calling for Courtdale's police chief to be fired for his recently deleted derogatory Facebook post. Chief Christopher Metella was suspended for 2 weeks without pay after posting his "Just Start Shooting" rant. President of the NAACP, Ron Felton, thinks a suspension doesn't go far enough and said the organization wants Metella fired. Metella was arrested back in 1998 for reporting a false helicopter crash to a 911 dispatcher, but he claimed it was a joke and was acquitted months later. He's also a correctional officer at SCI Dallas, where the DOC launched an investigation into these allegations. The Tamaqua Area School Board voted to allow school security guards to carry weapons. The new policy lets the district employ both school police officers and security guards from a company approved by the PA Department of Education. The policy differs from the controversial Policy 705, started back in 2008, which would have allowed teachers and other faculty to carry guns. It was rescinded last year after the governor signed a bill only allowing trained officers and guards to be armed. A school safety and security coordinator will oversee those officers and coordinate their training. Directors voted unanimously in favor of it and recognize the need to protect their students, staff, and administration. This infamous McAdoo man found guilty on several counts will have his sentencing delayed until the end of July. 27-year-old Sean Christie was found guilty last November on 12 counts, including threats against the president and being a fugitive in possession of a firearm. He led authorities on a 3-month-long multi-state manhunt before being captured in Ohio back on September of 2018. His sentencing was delayed until July 30th because Christie didn't receive a transcript of his trial until last month. Friday marks the first anniversary of Pennsylvania declaring June 19th as Juneteenth, or National Freedom Day in Pennsylvania. Governor Wolf's encouraging Pennsylvanians to reflect on the state holiday's importance and the continued need for a more fair and just society. Juneteenth, a portmanteau of June and 19th, comes from the date back in 1865 when Union soldiers reached the furthest point in the South, Galveston, Texas, with news of the Civil War coming to an end. In observance of Juneteenth, June 19th will continue to be a special holiday closure for state employees under the governor's jurisdiction. Pennsylvania's Capitol building will be reopening its doors Monday, June 22nd, but stay home if you're sick. The main Capitol East Wing and North Office building entrances will be accessible to the public. Masks must be worn, so anyone without one will be provided one upon their arrival. Sanitizer stations will be located at public entrances, and social distancing protocols will be enacted. The Office of Special Events canceled all events until July 5th, and the department will work with requesters to reschedule. Starting Friday, event scheduling will resume for the Capitol's outdoor venues to take place on or after July 6th, including the front Capitol steps or Soldiers Grove. Pennsylvania is just one of 3 states leading the way when it comes to COVID-19 reduction. Wyln's Julie Stefanovich has the story.
Governor Tom Wolf announced that Pennsylvania is one of 3 states recognized by the CDC for COVID-19 reduction success. The state has seen a downward trajectory of cases in the past 42 days.
Our new case rate has fallen consistently, even as we've reopened businesses, even as we've resumed activities, even as we've gone back to work. Our new case rate is now about a quarter of what it was at the peak. The latest report indicates Pennsylvania is among a handful of states with sustained decline in cases over the past 2 weeks, and that's an important indicator that reopening plans are actually working.
Many states have seen an uptick in cases that may have been the result of opening too quickly.
We know our decline is real because of the choices we've made, because more than half the states are experiencing just the reverse. We've remained focused on balancing economic interests with public health, and we've done that by relying on science, by relying on evidence. So decisions like allowing businesses to bring employees back, but requiring physical barriers and health screenings, that stuff works.
Mask-worn evening green counties has been shown to be effective.
By participating in small actions recommended by the CDC and the Pennsylvania Department of Health, we can continue to break down transmission links even while we resume daily activities. Actually, things like washing hands, that works. Bringing your own water to sports practice, that works. And of course, wearing masks, that works. Recently, more studies have been coming out that showing that mask wearing actually works. As the U.S. Surgeon General said just a few days ago, wearing a mask does not impinge on our freedom. It gives us more freedom from unknowingly spreading COVID-19 to others. It actually increases their freedom.
The governor credits businesses and individuals for mitigating the spread of the virus.
Pennsylvanians have done an excellent job. We all have done an excellent job demonstrating how to balance business and public health. If we keep this up, we can continue to be a model to other states, and we can continue to be a leader at saving lives and livelihoods during this pandemic.
Pennsylvania is one of just 3 states recognized for the reduction. The other 2 are Montana and Hawaii. Reporting for Wyln News, I'm Julie Stefanovich.
Thanks, Julie. Coming up on Wyln News, details on this year's McAdoo Bazaar for you, plus The number 9 coal mine is back in action, but first, we'll take a look at our 5-day forecast brought to you by the Wyln Weather Kids. We'll be right back.
It's me again, LJ. I'm 9 years old, and tomorrow will be rainy. Get your umbrellas out because it's about to get wet.
AllCare Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call AllCare Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
Hi, I had a very minor fender bender tonight in an unreasonably narrow fast food drive-thru lane. Don't worry, I have everything handled. I already spoke to our Allstate agent, and I know that we have accident forgiveness, which is so smart on your guys' part. Like the fact that they'll
4 weeks without the car.
Okay, yep, good night.
With accident forgiveness, your rates won't go up just because of an accident. Switching to Allstate is worth it.
Visit your local Allstate agent, the McNeilis Agency in Hazleton at 1092 North Church Street, or in Hometown in the Hometown Village Square.
From the bottom of our hearts, the WYLN TV 35 family would like to say thank you to all essential workers for your service to our community and for keeping us safe.
The Southside tradition continues. McAdoo Fire Company kicked off its annual bazaar this afternoon, and our Rhino Sachi has the details for you.
With Schuylkill County set to go green tomorrow, workers were busy this week at the McAdoo Fire Company prepping for their annual bazaar. Fire Chief Bobby Leschko let us know how the pandemic's been affecting firehouse fundraising.
During our Lenten food sale, we had to cut back dramatically. You know, our sales probably dropped anywhere from 50 to 60%.
The annual bazaar is especially welcome this year, since those cooped up for the last few months finally get to come out and take part in this long-standing tradition.
There's only so many board games. There's only so much you really want to talk to your family at home all the time. So I think this is going to be a great opportunity for people to get back out and start getting some normalcy back in their life again.
Attendees can expect to see some of their favorite foods. Live bands are also scheduled to come out and perform. Since Schuylkill County's still in the yellow, food's only available for takeout tonight. But come tomorrow, the public will be welcome back.
Green phase was where we needed to be because of just the number of people. We're now going from being able to have a gathering of only 25 to going to 250.
The fire company would still like the public attending the bazaar to follow recommended health and safety guidelines.
We're recommending that people wear a mask. We are going to recommend the social distancing. We have signs up for all of that kind of stuff.
The bazaar closes up shop at 8 tonight, but it runs from 4 to 10 on Friday and 12 to 11 Saturday, so be sure to stop by.
Always remember, get out and support your local fire company.
Reporting in McAdoo for WYLN News, I'm Ryan Osachi.
Thanks, Ryan. Well, we've got another blood drive for you in early July. Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton will host a blood drive with Miller Keystone Blood Center from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Thursday, July 2nd at the hospital's Business and Education Center on the first floor. All equipment is sanitized and disinfected between uses, and everything that touches blood is both sterile and disposable. Staff will be wearing personal protective equipment and will be following proper CDC health and safety guidelines, so don't forget to wear a mask too. To mitigate COVID-19, donations are done by appointment only, and all donors are encouraged to complete medical screenings online before their arrival. Contact Lisa Marie Halecki at 570-501-4249 to register, or visit giveapint.org. The number 9 coal mine and museum in Lansford is back in business. and welcomes visitors for its 2020 season. It'll be open 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Wednesday through Sunday until the end of October. Then come November, they'll be open Friday through Sunday. The hour-long underground mine tours are offered hourly from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Group tours of 20 or more are welcome, but are asked to make reservations ahead of time. Visitors must social distance and wear a mask on mine tours, as well as in the mining museum and gift shop, where a hand sanitizer station is set up. For reservations, call their office at 570-645-7074 or shoot them an email. Visit their website or Facebook page for the latest information. This COVID crisis is calling for changes in how 4th of July 2020 is celebrated in Mountaintop. Wright Township supervisors voted last week to cancel their fireworks display annually held July 3rd. Concerns over both state guidelines for green phase gatherings and the municipality's liability led to the unanimous vote to cancel this year, which usually draws thousands of spectators to the area. Parades commemorating Independence Day by both the Mountaintop Area Community Association and Mountaintop on the Move are also off. Coming up on Ebervale's News Choice, we're talking pets and emergencies in Community and You, plus friendly reminders and a giveaway for you this weekend. Stay with us.
SJ Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Renai, and trained comfort specialists, call SJ Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
We've seen the concern in your eyes. You're scared, nervous, want to know if it's safe. The answer is yes. At LVHN, you'll see the extraordinary steps we take to get you the care you need safely. You'll see all our facilities are COVID safe, temperature checks for everyone, that we sanitize every surface. And yes, you'll see that masks are required. What we look forward to seeing is relief in your eyes. Lehigh Valley Health Network. Your health deserves a partner.
There's no better place to shoot than Whitetail Preserve. Their skeet trap and sporting clay fields are professionally designed and all stations are handicapped accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-455-4251 extension 1378 for more information.
WYLN TV 35 and the Lehigh Valley Health Network are recognizing our area's everyday heroes Thursdays on the WYLN News Facebook page. Every single person, young or old, has the potential to be an everyday hero through simple acts of courage, kindness, and love. So don't delay, spread the word, and nominate your everyday hero by sending us a picture and short message at our website or through our Facebook page at facebook.com/WYLN News. Let's shine some light on our everyday heroes.
Bad weather, hanging out there in the distance, keeping your pets safe. It's always advised to have a pet emergency kit on hand. That would be food, extra medications, pet information, about your pet, shot records, things like that. Identification on your animal is important as well. Microchips are great, however, they might end up at a place that doesn't have a microchip scanner. So I had just seen somebody on the internet suggest writing the information, the dog's name and a phone number in marker on their bellies, you know, so that it's obvious. Ideally, you want to be prepared. You want to make sure that you have something to take your animal with you. Again, the emergency kit, not only for your family, but for a pet as well. It's hard in a flash flood situation, but if you're prepared, you can do it. So many animals get lost. Please don't ever leave an animal behind. Please don't do that. That is one of the cruelest things I think that you can do. Before you grab your suitcase, grab your animal. Bottom line, it's imagine being left behind when there's chaos going on all around you and you don't have your people. So again, being prepared will alleviate that. Know where you're going in an emergency situation, have your emergency kits prepared, and you won't ever have to have a problem with your animals. So that's important. I think the airlines have specific, when you're traveling with your pets on airlines, I think they have specific requirements which I'm not aware of. I know smaller dogs can go under the seat. Other dogs have to be transported in the cargo area. Make sure when you're making your arrangements that they have safety measurements in place for your animals that will be traveling like that. If you're not taking your animal with you, please make sure that you let them or leave them with a reputable person who's going to make sure that they do not escape while you are away. We have that happen so often, and it's detrimental to trying to get a dog that's in an unfamiliar area. So you want to make sure, leaving it with a neighbor, or unless they're extremely trustworthy, kennels are best. Yeah, they're secure. Not to say that they can't escape from there as well, but knowing your dog and sharing the information about your dog with wherever your dog is staying is important. Leashes are invaluable. Whoever's taking your dog needs to keep your dog always on a leash when you're not around. It's just really, really important to make sure that you have them with someone that is responsible and can handle and deal with your animal so your animal stays safe. And that's an important part of travel as well. If they're not going with you, you want to make sure that they're safe where they're at.
It's okay that everybody ignores me when I drive. It's fine, because I get a safe driving bonus check every 6 months I'm accident-free. Because I don't use my cell phone when I'm driving, even though my family does and leaves me all alone. Here's something else. I don't share it with Mom. Right, Mom? I have a brand new putter you don't even know about. It's awesome.
Safe driving bonus checks only from Allstate. Switching to Allstate is worth it.
Visit your local Allstate agent, the McNeilis Agency in Hazleton at 1092 North Church Street, or in Hometown in the Hometown Village Square.
AllCare Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call AllCare Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
Tune in every Sunday night on WYLN from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. for hard-hitting, high-flying, non-stop action as only Pennsylvania Premier Wrestling High Voltage can bring you. That's Pennsylvania Premier Wrestling every Sunday night on WYLN. I'll see you in the ring.
Looking for information on the coronavirus pandemic? Make sure it's from a reliable source. Go to WYLNTV.com and click on the Lehigh Valley Health Network banner for the real facts about the coronavirus pandemic. And watch WYLN News live at 5:30 for updates on this ongoing crisis. The source matters now more than ever. WYLN, we're your local network.
WYLN partnered with Wild Meats for a great Father's Day giveaway. One lucky winner will receive a summer sausage gift box. All you have to do is like Wild Meats and WYLN News on Facebook, then comment on our post about what exotic meat you'd dare to try. We'll pick one random winner this Friday, June 19th, to win the Great Summer Sausage Gift Box. Good luck, everyone. And here's a friendly reminder for this Friday. Hazleton Trinity Lutheran Church will be throwing its Strawberry and Ice Cream Social. The annual event will be this Friday afternoon from 4 to 6:30 at 100 North Church Street. The church will be following CDC guidelines and ask anyone coming up to pick up delicious treats, to wear a mask, and practice social distancing. If you missed it the first time around, WYLN will rebroadcast Crestwood area's 2020 high school graduation for you. Graduation will be re-aired this Saturday evening, June 20th, from 7:30 to 10. The ceremony highlights the Crestwood seniors and their families' celebrations of this magical milestone through the COVID-19 pandemic. So, tune in Saturday night to see Crestwood's finest celebrate their achievements right here on WYLN TV. That's the news. Remember, the source matters now more than ever. Catch all the latest on our Facebook page or WYLNTV.com, where you'll find the real facts about COVID-19 from LVHN or who's open for business. Stay with us. Look at today's weathers next, right here on WYLN TV.
We've seen the concern in your eyes. You're scared, nervous, want to know if it's safe.